unless you make good financial decisions, then you're always going to be broke. And that's no matter how much money you make. Some people make millions of dollars and they're dead broke. I'm pretty sure you know somebody who has a okay job, but they're always buying luxury clothes, eating out at restaurants, and you just know that they're dead broke. And that's not a way to live. If you're an adult, if you're in the working force, if you're not retired yet, your objective is to grow your net worth, to grow your purchasing power with time, while simultaneously living a good life. But you have to do that if you want to retire one day, if you want to enjoy your time, if you want to travel, if you want to start a family. You need to grow your purchasing power with time. You need to grow your net worth with time. And there's something that I've been doing for the past 5 years that I feel has helped me the most in terms of making better financial decisions and help me increase my net worth compared to anything else that I've been doing. So this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. So let's actually open an Excel sheet here. So what I want to talk about is something that I've been doing. It's two things. First thing is keeping track of my net worth, how much I'm worth as an individual. And I think everybody should be doing this, no matter how much money you have or how much money you don't. A lot of people think that only rich people should keep track of their net worth. I think it's the opposite. The less money you have, even if you have negative, even if you're in debt, it becomes even more important for you to calculate and keep track of your net worth. It's like if somebody's overweight, it's probably more important for them to keep track of their weight than somebody who's super healthy, right? So you want to keep track of your net worth. That's the first thing. It's 2 steps. Now, net worth is just your assets minus your liabilities. We're going to do a quick calculation here, but before that, everybody knows that if you want to become richer, there's a few things you can do. One is increase your income, make more money. 2, save part of it. 3, invest. So your investments, right? These are the 3 things. It's not more complicated than that. All 3 things are important. So obviously, you can increase your income if you want. Get a better job, get more education, start a side hustle. This isn't the subject of this video though, because no matter how much money you make, you can spend all of it, right? And your net worth could always stagnate. Now, you can also be somebody who makes a lot of money, saves it, invests it, but makes really bad investments, buys pictures of monkeys online and loses all their money. So even if you do those correct, if you don't do proper investments, you're still not going to increase your net worth. So yes, increasing your income is important and you can work on improving that. Making better investments is very important and you can improve on that. But even if you do both of those really well, unless you save, and when I say save, that means also not spend, then it's not going to matter how much income you make, how good your investments are if you're just spending it. So there's some rules that you can apply that's going to help you with this part, which is the most important one because it's in your control. It can be done right away. It has a high impact no matter how good these things are. And again, these things take more time to work on, right? Your investments take time to play out. Sometimes it's outside of your control what ends up happening in both of these things. But this one, unless you get this in control, the rest doesn't matter. And there's one way that really helped me make really good financial choices is one, keep track of my net worth. Now, how do you do this? It's very easy to do. All you need is an Excel sheet or a Google sheet. So I have my net worth on an Excel sheet exactly like this. And I really think everybody should do this. It's going to help you so much. So I put the dates and then you put all your bank accounts. So if you have one bank account, you put the name of your bank account. A second bank account, you add it. If you have a credit card, you add it. So you add all credit card, you add all your accounts. Okay. If you have a line of credit, you add it. If you have some investments, you add it. If you have real estate, you add it. If you have crypto, you add it. You add all the accounts you have. Okay. And you put the date. So let's say I'm going to put today's date. And then you put the value of all these accounts. Now, I used to do this once a month, the first of each month. Now I do it way less often whenever I feel like it. Okay. But initially, try to do it once a month. And you just add how much money you have, the value of each of these accounts. So $200, let's say, in this account. If, let's say, I have $100 in this account. Now, let's say you're negative net worth. You don't have a lot of money. You're actually in debt. It's okay. Just Add everything. Let's say you have $2,000 in credit card debts. You have no line of credit, no investments, nothing else. So your net worth right now would be the sum of all your accounts. Okay. So right now you're negative $1,700. Now you have a picture of where you are. Okay. And you know where you want to go. You want to increase this. So what do? Next month, you look at, you get paid and you decide, you know what? I need to reduce my credit card debts. The first thing you do. So let's say you're adding a little bit into your bank accounts, but you're also paying off part of your credit cards. And now all of a sudden your net worth is smaller, is better. You have better net worth. You're only negative $500. And the next month, well, you reduce your credit card debt again, but you're also able to invest some money. Okay. And now for the first time, you're positive. Your net worth is positive. Okay. And what I do also is I take my date column and my net worth and I add a chart. And this gives me just a good visual representation of where I'm at. So I look at this and all I want is to see my net worth keep growing, right? That's the objective. I just want to see this number keep going up. And again, like working out, keeping track of this helps you stay on track, helps you make better decisions. Now, let's say a month later, okay, you're able to keep this the same, reduce your credit card debts, let's say to zero, and even increase this, okay? Now your net worth is $2,000. Now let me actually, are we here? Okay, we're at $2,000. It looks great. Now you want to buy something. Let's say you want to buy a pair of shoes, and the pair of shoes is $200. And you're faced with this situation, and this is here the rule that I've been talking about in this video. You look at the shoe, you like it, and it's $200, and you realize that, okay, well, if I spend $200, how much is that in terms of percentage of my net worth? And you do the calculation. Well, $200, my net worth is $2,000. So $200 divided by $2,000 is 10%. So this purchase here that I'm making, this pair of shoes that I'm buying, is going to reduce my net worth by 10%. Do I really want these shoes that bad? Or do I have other shoes? Or maybe you want to buy an iPhone, and the iPhone is $1,000. And you take a look and you're like, okay, well, my net worth right now is $2,000. Do I want to spend 50% of my net worth, reduce my net worth by 50%, by half, just on this single purchase, just to get a phone with a slightly better camera? And the answer is probably going to be no. It makes no sense for you to reduce your net worth by that much of a percentage for a single purchase. So this is what I'm talking about in this video. Every time I make a purchase, I calculate how much is this purchase going to set me back in terms of my net worth. And the reason for that is as your net worth goes up with time. Okay, let's add a few columns here just to discuss this and have a better understanding. Your net worth is going to keep going up. Okay, this you might, have a few credit card debts. It's normal, but then this keeps going up. Okay, and then with time, it's going to keep going up again. And maybe you have a really good year or a really good month, and it keeps going up. And let's do one more line. We're going to make it a little bit crazier here. Oh, this is dollars. Let's say you reach 9,500. Okay. So now in total, you have a net worth of, and actually let's put this 300. You have a total of $10,000. Your net worth is $10,000. Okay. Amazing. Now, when you have $10,000 and you want to buy the pair of shoes at $200, well, all of a sudden, okay, $200 divided by $10,000, well, that's only 2% of your net worth, right? So it's the same purchase, but it has a smaller impact on your net worth. And then maybe at that point, you tell yourself, yeah, you know what? I don't mind my net worth going down by 2% because I really want this, okay? So it's not like you're not buying yourself things. You're just delaying when some things you can buy them. Maybe you want to buy a scooter, a Vespa, and it's $5,000. Doesn't mean you can never buy it. Maybe you want to buy a boat and it's $50,000. Doesn't mean you're never going to be able to buy it. You are going to buy it, but in the future. And not only are you going to be able to buy it, but you're going to be able to buy more things. So the objective isn't to be like, I'm going to be somebody who never spends money, who never buys things that I want to buy. No, the objective is to buy them and buy even more things. But to be able to do that, you're going to have to delay the purchase. Now, as your net worth grows, and again, this grows throughout your life, your investments are going to grow. And at one point, they're going to be really high. So at one point, it'll reach $1 million. And when it reaches that amount of money, you're going to see that what impacts your net worth isn't your spending. It's mostly the investment return. For example, the S&P 500 has been up 75% in the last 4 years. So if you had $1 million invested, you would be up $750,000. Okay? So your net worth, the major driver of your net worth is going to be your investment returns, not your spending. But when you don't have a lot of money, the major driver of your net worth isn't your investment return. It's your how much you're not spending. It's your savings, right? So the broker you are, the more important it is to not spend as much, right? Because if you make a 10% return on a $500 investment, it's just $50. But when you make a 10% return on on $1 million investment, it's $100,000. So when you have a smaller account, the most important thing is to rein in your spending and not spend as much. When you have a larger account, then you can afford to start spending more because the biggest driver of your net worth is your investments. Now, even when you have $1 million account, right? Well, do you want to buy something you want to buy a Lamborghini for $500,000? No, because you will lose 50% of your net worth on a single purchase. It doesn't make sense. You're not rich enough to make that purchase. You might be in the future, but not now. And that's the objective of calculating what is the cost of any single purchase in terms of percentages of your net worth. It tells you if it makes sense making this purchase or not. So maybe buying a $200 pair of shoes here doesn't make sense because it'll set you back too much. But then maybe buying it here makes more sense. And it'll be the same thing for buying a car. So it really shifts your focus on growing your net worth, reducing spending when it's too impactful on your net worth, and helping you become richer. Because what you'll find is a lot of people are always stuck here. They just never get out of the zone. And because they never get out of the zone, they're just living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So it's very important to, cut spending on things that aren't important if they impact your net worth by too much. And just postpone it. Tell yourself, I'm going to make them later on. And then as you get here, things start shifting for you. You start looking at money differently. You start making better decisions, even in your investment decisions. You make smarter decisions because you don't want to lose it. You make better decisions on your spending because you want this to grow. And as this grows, it puts you in a better situation to do other things. You can invest more. You can start getting into real estate. A lot of things change the bigger this number goes up. So the objective isn't to not make any purchases, is to only make purchases that do not hinder the growth of your net worth. So it's to simultaneously be able to make purchases, but having your net worth continuously go up. And as your net worth goes up, you can make more and larger purchases that still don't hinder the growth of your net worth. So you always have both happening simultaneously. You're getting richer, and simultaneously you can make more and more purchases. A lot of people, they'll be stuck here. They'll never see their net worth growth, and it'll stop them from making larger and more purchases in the future. So even if you're somebody who just loves spending, this is going to help you spend more in the long run. But not only that, it's something that's also going to make you happier as an individual, just knowing you're in a better financial position. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Hope I didn't ramble on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.